if you couldn't imagine yourself marrying a man, then you're not bisexual. I would only ever date another lesbian. You can be trans, but not too trans. Yeah, some lesbians get top surgery, some lesbians go on T, but they're still lesbians. They're still women. I mean, you could be a non-binary lesbian. I wouldn't date you if you were trans. I wouldn't date you if you were a guy. You might just be like a butch lesbian. Really, I'm going to decide how I want you to identify. And if you want to keep this relationship, you're going to follow that. I would break up with you if you transitioned. I wouldn't love you if you weren't a woman. She made me afraid to transition for a long time. After we broke up, I found it really hard to love for a long time. It took me a while to become comfortable with my body again or at all, and even longer to have the courage to physically transition or to come out or to change my name or to say I'm bisexual or to say I'm trans or just to fall in love again. It was something I was scared about. She made me afraid to fall in love again. She made me afraid of opening up to somebody else, because what happens if I fall in love with somebody and then I realize I'm trans? Does it matter more that I love that person, or does it matter more that maybe now I'm not the person they thought I was when we started dating? And that wouldn't be fair to do to somebody else. It's not fair to change your name in the middle of a relationship, or start hormones, or get surgery in the middle of a relationship, because then you're no longer the person that your person fell in love with. You're different. And somebody might not love you if you're different than you were when you started. How can you expect somebody to love a different person than you were when you started dating? She's always made me feel like it was unfair for me to transition, because it meant that she was no longer with the person she was dating. And I knew that if I ever even thought about coming out, even just to her, she would have broken up with me. But that was a long time ago. It was like about 1.5 years. And these thoughts still linger with me every time I do a shot, every time I have sex, every time I start to fall in love. And even when I'm in love with somebody and I'm comfortable, these thoughts still linger in the back of my head. Because really, if I'm trans, then why should I have to put somebody through the hardship of falling in love with me?